Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the daily Apple report for Tuesday, December 26, 2023. Let's jump to the charts, start with the big picture, work our way into the day itself. Just a reminder that we are bullish on several fronts longer term, and that is the May settlement above these descending channel tops that are now in the mid 160s. We fell off that July high and retested this area a few months ago, came off of it nicely, and in the process also settled above a descending channel top that was nearer term at 181.59. So, we've had a couple of meaningful shows of strength here over the last, really I could go back 6 or 7 months, but most recently over the last couple of months above 181.59 that points to 234.05 as a longer term objective that I think is still in reach by the middle of 24, although the high area from July of 198.23 we've not yet been able to close above on a weekly basis. And I think that'll be a meaningful development. We've come close to it, but we haven't yet. What we've done is we've fallen away from that 198.23 high area, and in fact are now testing a couple of things. One is channel support at 194.14. We closed just below this structure last Friday. I don't see it as a reliable sell signal at this point, largely because we have yet to actually test the rising 1/3 speed line that is in the same neighborhood, really. And that's at 192.97. And I think this area between 192.97 and 194.14 can absorb selling pressures through the week and even through January trade. And from here we can turn higher beyond 198.23 over the next week or so and continue on a bullish path above 192.97. Now for a day trade level, for intraday activity, if we break or open below 192.97, 191.97 is likely intraday. That is a descending channel bottom. Just a minor point. And if we close below 192.97, I do think we have a good high into January. We should, over the next week, 2 or 3, I'm going to say within 2 to 3 weeks, back to 181.59, which is this descending channel top on the weekly chart. So, bottom line, closing today below 192.97, we have a sell signal into January. Over the next 2 to 3 weeks, 3 to 5 perhaps, this is quite a sell-off. That would be over 10 full points. That could happen quickly. We've seen that happen before quickly, or it could be within 3 to 5 weeks. I'm going to say anywhere from 2 to 5 weeks. How's that? A 181.59 in reach, where once again we can bottom out through all of Q1 and turn higher again following a test of 181.59. But I'm not expecting it, once again, unless we close today below 192.97. Until then, we are in the bottom picking zone, whether you're talking for the next 3 to 5 days, 3 to 5 weeks, or 3 to 5 months. And working up, I can just simply point to 197.14. All the minor points on the way up have been carefully chosen, by the way. They're all very tradable levels. But 197.14, I don't know if we'll see it today, but if we do test it, it can contain session strength. It is dropping daily, and it is our upward pivot point through the rest of the week. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that if we close above 197.14, I think you can quote unquote assume, as much as you can assume anything in the marketplace, but I think you can assume that we put out a good low for the week, and we should then settle Friday above this July 198.23 high. And in fact, if we were today to close above 197.14, and I don't see that, but I could see within 3 to 5 days then reaching 202.38, which is a level that I think can contain weekly buying pressures if tested over the next week. But we're probably, the way I would frame this, holding above the 192.97 to 194.14 region. If you're bottom picking that and you're a 2 to 3 week swing trader, I think you can hold out for 202.38. If you're a longer term trader, you could hold out for even more, because I do think that holding above 192.97, we can push onward and upward to ever new highs as we move into February trade. But if you're a 2 to 3 week swing trader, you're buying the 192.97 to 194.14 region, it is 202.38 I think that you can hold out for. And if we close above 197.14, that is a buy signal on strength. And if you've done nothing up to that point in time and you like the 3 to 5 day out to 1 to 2 week swing trade, you could buy a settlement above 197.14, then anticipating 202.38 where we can tap out on a weekly basis. And yes, we would have a secondary buy signal if we were to close in the next week or two above 202.38. Now, once again to the downside, I will say that if we close today below 192.97, I don't think there's any good reason to be owning out of the money calls that expire over the next few weeks, because I do think, once again, over the next few weeks, the low 180s are likely. On the way down, 186.65 is a downside 3/8 Fibonacci. I have that as a session containment level only. 191.42 is FYI, and this is my, just so you know, this is my confirmation, if you will, later in the week on the sell signal if it were to occur today below 192.97, and if we didn't get any appreciable downside follow through, we just sort of kind of sputtered around in the low 190s for the next few days, a settlement at the end of this week below, I wish I could zoom in here, below 191.42 is the low from the high week from 2 weeks ago. And so that has downward pivot point qualities as well. So if we close below 192.97, that is a meaningful sell signal into the low 180s over the next 3 to 5 weeks. And then later in the week, if we close below 191.42, the low of the high week, that is a secondary sign of weakness. And yes, the lower 180s then anticipated within several weeks or so. Once again, on the way down, we do have 186.65 as a respectable support level. This could be like your 3 to 5 day swing trade. So if we close below 192.97, 3 to 5 day swing traders go short, stay short for 186.65. This could also take the better part of a couple of weeks. And once again, 2 to 3, 3 to 5 week swing traders go short and stay short for the very low 180s, where not only can profits be taken, but long entry on the 3 to 5 week and even 3 to 5 month time horizons. You know, I think I've said it all. I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. We offer that 5-day free trial. You won't regret it. I'll be back tomorrow with Wednesday's Apple Report. You have a great day.